Last night, the Massachusetts Bay chapter kicked off its event to promote the 1985 Walk America. The event brought together two very special celebrities. Meet now the ambassador of the 1985 Walk America, Richard Hurd. And Richard, best known to you and to me as Captain Sheridan on the ABC TV series T.J. Hooker, and he's done so many other things with his life. Also, please meet this adorable lady. She is the March of Dimes poster child, and her name is Kristen Ellis. And she is well known as the lovely little darling who presented Nancy and Ronald Reagan with a gift, her very own dog named Lucky. I can't believe you gave Lucky away. Was that hard to do?
No.
It wasn't? Do you miss him?
How old was he, honey? How old was Lucky?
Like,
Just a little puppy?
he was just a little puppy when we gave him to him.
Oh, my God.
That was so nice to do.
So
Good morning,
generous of her.
Richard.
Good morning,
Great to
Karen.
have
Good
you
to see
here.
Pleasure to see you.
I told
Pleasure
Kristen.
to be back home in Boston. As a matter of
Pleasure to
fact.
have you both
Yeah.
here. I told Kristen not to be too good at this because she'll have my job. Now, there you are. Can you see that, Kristen?
Right up
That's
there.
giving the First Lady the puppy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that was really neat. You have spina, what do you have?
This year.
Spina bifida?
Yeah.
And how old are you?
6.
6. Do you think we should introduce your friend sitting over there? Who is that?
Buddy.
Buddy. Oh, he's your pal, huh? He goes everywhere with you? Does he?
My girl used to.
Do you live on a farm? What do you have on the farm?
We have dogs
Mm.
and horses.
Horses?
Mhm.
Great. That is great. Richard, this is quite an event. Why are you involved?
Well, I know we were just down in Washington yesterday. We had a wonderful time, Kristen and myself. And last night we came in and we met the lovely young lady here in Massachusetts, from Brockton, as a matter of fact, where I lived at one time, Amy Brooks, who is the child from Massachusetts. I'm in my involvement, as you know, I'm a native of Boston, and as a young man I contracted something called osteomyelitis, which at that time was difficult to treat because there were no penicillin drugs. And I went to, from the 3rd through the 5th grade, I went to a school over near the arena, the Boston Arena, which at that time was called the Industrial School for Crippled Children, which is now the Cotting School.
Cotting School,
It's the
right.
Cotting School over there. And Pat and I, my wife, we go back there when we have a little more time when we're visiting Boston.
And you didn't know whether this would turn out you'd be able to walk?
Oh, no. I was very, very fortunate. I was very, very fortunate. I had it in both legs, and I had an awful lot of attention from the people at Boston Children's Hospital, as well as the volunteers and the teachers over at the school. So when I was asked to become part of the March of Dimes, it had a very, very personal feeling to me, because I felt all of those wonderful people that helped me and gave of their time and donated their money to do the kind of research that made me recover. It's
And you
about
remember the
time that-
pain and the fear.
Yeah, well, when you're young, you see, it's something. I was fortunate in a way that, you know, when I was a young man, that I had so much hope that I was not aware of the pain and the fear. However, you know, my mother and father treated me very well, and as you get a little older, though, and you become a parent, when you're a parent, then you become more aware of what might happen to children if we do not have things like the
Yeah.
March of Dimes.
You're
and
so
people
right.
out there raising funds, and well, that's what it's all about. We have, when is that? The walkathon here in Boston is on Sunday, April what? April the 28th.
He's really tough on you.
How many kilometers is it? 30 kilometer walk. And where does it
putting-
start?
He's putting
Boston
words in your
City
mouth.
Hall.
He really is.
It's
Kristen,
Buddy. No, that's Buddy that's talking.
Buddy talking.
That's not
huh?
me.
We were
Buddy's
doing
telling
this,
it
we were doing
everything,
this in the green
isn't it?
room. Can I ask you a question, Kristen? Can I ask you a question? What is it like to wear those braces on your legs?
Well, well, they let me, I can walk in them easy, and
They help you, don't they? You can't walk without them, huh?
Yeah.
What's it like having spina bifida? Are you in school yet? How do your friends feel about your braces? Do you talk about it?
well,
They ask you about it?
sometimes,
Yeah.
some.
What do you
Yeah,
tell them?
Sometimes I do. Well, well, most of the time, I just tell them that, they help my legs and things to be able to walk.
That's great. You feel lucky because you have the braces and because there's How many birth defects does the March of Dimes treat?
Well, what it does, it funds many organizations and medical research programs for the study and the conquest of certain diseases, like they have, you know, the test for sickle cell anemia, Down syndrome, and all of the various hospitals where children are premature birth, and also the counseling that is done so that people who genetically might fear that they might have a child with a particular problem, it eases their mind, and also there are tests that can be taken so that people don't panic, and they can have a happy family and raise the kind of children they'd like to have. We do have 250,000 children, though, every year.
I know. You know, why do I feel like you are really so truly involved in this that, I mean, I have here to talk about the China syndrome, the onion field, all the President's Men, V. Why do I feel that that isn't really the reason why you're here or that important to you?
I'm not here for that reason. I'm here for the March of Dimes, which I think is something that all of you out there, and I think anybody that's in a corporate situation, if there are any presidents or vice presidents of major corporations in the state of Massachusetts that are watching this program, I would love to see them get together corporate walks and what their employees raise, if you would kindly write out a check and match that.
Here's a number for you, okay?
Yeah.
617-461-1310. Now, how can the average giving person watching get involved?
Well, all they need to do is call that number, and someone will tell them exactly what they can do. I know my children used to do it, that they can go around the neighborhood, and for each kilometer that they walk, it could be $1, $2, or $5, and they could match it. Wow. And I think everybody can get involved.
And I think everybody should.
Yeah. It's been a pleasure being with you.
Thank you.
And I'm sure Buddy has enjoyed it.
Kristen,
right?
you want my job?
Let's take
Kristen
her job.
said I could only work with Tom for one day because you're leaving tomorrow, aren't you? Well, phew, good for
tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night. I like you a lot. Will you come back and see us?